The Office. Oh yeah, it's The Office when he's like, "Oh yeah, your test came back negative," and Michael's like, "I'm so sorry."
Oh
He
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
hugs
yeah,
Kevin.
yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, the
Skin
cancer.
cancer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like, "We're
yeah.
gonna get through this together." And welcome to another installment of Opinions Mostly. If you're just joining us, we're just discussing the Office podcast. No, not Office podcast. I'm all over the place.
Show
I just got back.
If it
I just
even
got
makes
back
it to the
from
podcast.
The Office.
I got back from Dave and Buster's. Half off Wednesdays. Check out Nashville Bandits. We were just covering the same. But it's half off. You know what it is. $5 margaritas. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Sounds almost as good as $1 Apple Ritas at Applebee's.
Speaking of margaritas and $1 margaritas at Applebee's, another sweetheart hosting the show is the one and only A.A. Ron the Hammer Quillen.
Thank you. Thank you all for letting me keep my job here at Opinions Mostly.
That's strike
I
one.
really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
We had a serious conversation with our producers, and they decided that you bring in our third viewer. So,
It's
they were going to
actually
keep
me.
Oh, is that? Oh,
And then I have Nick's YouTube information too, so I'll log into his account and watch.
is that
it
why it keeps
sometimes.
popping up? I was like, I've never watched our fucking show in my life. No.
That's the way it goes, right?
Aaron, actually, on the margarita question, weren't you a big Marg fan at one point in your life?
I still am. I don't get them as much as I used to, but I go down to a nice sit down Mexican restaurant or anything. Or honestly, Flappy's, the pizza joint downtown. I'll get margaritas there. I love. I mean, you know me. I love me some fruity drinks, but margaritas just yeah.
You do indeed. You definitely do indeed. You
Yeah.
also love Irish trash cans, but that's a story for another time.
Irish car bombs.
And trash cans. Remember the trash cans? Was that Sean? When do you guys like those things at Black Oak?
Yeah, that was Sean. And then I was on the Irish car bomb kick for a little while. I haven't had one in a couple of years, but
yeah. Nick was damn near forcing that down our throats.
Yeah, those were good, dude.
They're good.
They taste
They're
like
good.
root beer floats after you're like,
good.
And then all of a sudden you're just like, whoa, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucked up, we got the one and only Joe, special team Smollering.
I was rocking out too hard there.
How you doing, fuck up?
Fellas, yeah. Another beautiful day living in the US of A and dealing with you bozos for another episode of the greatest show on the internet.
So many things you said were wrong in that statement, but that's okay. Speaking of the greatest show in the world, Pat McAfee, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
Pat, what? A trigger for me. What do you say?
Typical Joe bullshit.
What did he say?
Joe, are those Dr. Disrespect's headphones that he sold you for $200 overpriced?
No, that was Sean. These are a year old. I got these for I think 110 or something like that.
I just wanted to touch on the fact that you pay way too much money because you listen to men that sell you bullshit, correct?
Well, it's not bullshit, but it's horse shit. That's for sure.
It's horse shit. Okay. Yeah. Well, you still buy it.
I need headphones. I was in the market.
Ken, who's a fake Barbie doll.
Oh, you mean you mean Gosling. It's Gosling that I'm a fan of.
Okay. All right.
Whatever floats your boat. You're a big fan of Dr. Disrespect, who is a fake man in a mustache and a getup.
The two-time? I'm a fan of him. Timmy, the Tornado Tenders. Z. A couple people there.
Joe, how many men are that have that big a hold on your lifestyle?
One. Me.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to sports and we'll get this thing going here so we can end it. Okay. You can tell yourself whatever you need to.
So about the two
All
times.
right.
The two times. No,
holy shit.
We're starting out with the kick today, boys. All right. Let's fucking do this. Let's talk about the AFC, okay? Real quick. Miami Dolphins. Aaron, are you still a believer?
Yes, maybe not as much as I was at the beginning of the season, but yes, I think they still have a chance to do it. Hopefully, they don't win this weekend, but they probably will.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a believer.
Okay, yeah, they're 6-3, and then against home teams they're 4-0, or at home, excuse me, they're 4-0. In a way, they're 2-3. So Miami's still kicking off, leading the Buffalo Bills at 5-5, and then of course the Jets and the Patriots. Baltimore Ravens at 7-3. Joe, I know you're a big fan of the Baltimore Ravens. You still believe in them?
No, they got some cracks, and they're showing the cracks right now. Again, this last weekend had a huge lead against the Browns and collapsed. Completely, they had like a 2 touchdown lead, right, or a touchdown and a half, completely collapsed. They did this last season as well. Numerous games, including your Finns, Nick. They had a huge lead, and they were able to rally back into it. At least 3 to 4 games last season, they had at least a double-digit lead and couldn't seal the deal. I think they got some serious issues with coaching and play calling, and they need to solve that up for the end of the game.
So you think it's coaching and play calling? You don't think Lamar has anything to do with it?
No, because it's the reflection of what the play call is, I don't think Lamar is at that point of his career where he's changing the play every time at the line of scrimmage like your boy AA Ron Rodgers would used to do, So I don't think he's there where he's just, playing, audible bullshit, I think there's an element of play calling. I think game management situations with Harbaugh, but the Ravens they're starting to show some red flags here. Can they still do it? Absolutely. But some issues are starting to rise here.
I appreciate your insight. I totally disagree, but their point differential says otherwise, and it says in favor of youths. So, I mean, I'm my opinions are just my opinions. That's why it's opinions mostly. AFC South is kind of a shootout. This is the battle of the AFC right here that I like to watch. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're leading the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, they're 6-3. Houston's 5-4. Colts are 5-5. That's a solid place to be. But the difference is Jacksonville had those games in London, and those count as away games, and they won both of those. So they're 4-0 at home, or I mean away.
On the road. Mm-hmm.
God, yeah, on the road. That's a big difference when it comes down to AFC South.
Well, one thing I want to
being able to win games away is huge. Go ahead.
That's true. One thing I think you're leaving out too, another big point is the Texans have already beaten the Jags this year. So they're already 1 game up on them between the season series. So that could be huge coming down the line with how good CJ Stroud is just balling out of control right now in Houston,
Yeah, the Texans are 1-1 in the division, and Jacksonville's 2-1 in the division. But they are the team that they beat. Yeah, so that's valid. All right. No faith in the Tennessee Titans. I don't even really care. Well, Will Levis, I mean, he can keep growing, essentially. That's what we're going to round him off to. And then, go ahead.
Do you guys buy out the Tannehill, maybe? Or just let him walk at the end of the season?
I mean, who's going to take him? They're going to take him as a
Cleveland
Browns
somewhere. The Cleveland Browns.
I mean, hey, I guess
we'll get to that later, but Cleveland Browns, maybe.
I guess that's a possibility, right?
The Jets,
and then last but not least in the Patriots. AFC, poor Mac. Last but not least, AFC West. Obviously, Chiefs leading 7-2. The Raiders, baby, coming up on this win streak, 2-win streak, baby.
Yeah,
5-5, 5-5. It's amazing. Aaron, I'm going to let you talk about the AFC West. What are your predictions?
Obviously, the Chiefs are going to win it. They are hands down on the field, on paper, the best team in the AFC West. The Raiders are going to have their real first test playing against the team. Don't get me wrong. Don't want to discredit the Jets defense because they are one of the best in the league, and the Raiders were able to pull that off. They're going to be tested with all the changes that have happened this weekend against Miami. Mm-hmm. The Chargers, they're hit and miss. I think that team is built to win right now this season.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna stay around the 50%. Broncos are just Broncoing. They
they beat the Bills.
Well, hold on here. I got something to speak to that too when you're done.
They had a good win, but I think they're in the same boat as the Chargers. They still got some shit to figure out, and they're probably going to stay around that 50% win loss ratio this season.
I agree with everything you said, honestly.
Joe,
Joe?
two things I want to point out. I think Brandon Staley is gone after this season. I think there's a possibility that Bill Belichick actually goes there next season. If it doesn't, if they separate in New England, all the speculation. Aaron's right. That team is built to win. There's no, in my opinion, there's no excuse why they should not be right there with the Chiefs in the pecking order in the AFC West. They have all the talent in the world on that team. Justin Herbert is a baller. So I think Brandon Staley gets to let go after this season. The Broncos are actually treading in the right direction. I know you guys, well, Aaron, maybe more so than Nick, paying attention to teams in your division. Russell Wilson's been playing really good the last 3 weeks. The Bills, the Chiefs, and I forgot who they played before that. But Russell Wilson, Sean Payton is trying to figure it out. You can't use Russell Wilson as Drew Brees. They're playing him more the way he was in Seattle, where he had success. And that defense is coming up large shoes. Denver's actually kind of coming around the corner a little bit. They're 4-5. I agree with you, Aaron. I think they're going to be treading around 500 to finish the season. They're not going to make the playoffs, but it's a far-fetched of where they were last season, you know?
Okay. I mean,
I respect it.
We're all entitled to our opinions, mostly. So.
Mostly is the key word.
Dolphins will be a real test for the Raiders too.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how you guys fare out.
Yeah, I know. I think the Dolphins are just going to blow you guys out of the water. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be
I think it's going to be a shootout.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be them shooting you guys out. Like blah blah blah. See you later. You'd be like a cartoon with like holes in your body.
All right. We'll get into this. The Dolphins' offensive line not that great, and Tua folds under pressure. So if the Raiders can break through, mostly Max Crosby,
of course, Max Crosby.
Don't be jelly, okay?
I just think we should rename that. We need to rename that team to just the Las Vegas Crosbys because Aaron, that's all you guys have.
I'm okay with it.
Aaron, Nick is just jealous that he has never had a dominant tackle like you and I have on our teams. You know.
What?
Nick's just jealous.
There. Hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. What position does Max Crosby play?
Does he not play tackle? Defensive tackle?
End. He's an end. He plays on the end.
D end? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So just
Aaron Donald's a D tackle, sorry.
Anyways, we get pressure on Tua and shake him up a little bit. Stop some of these screen passes to Waddle and especially Hill. I think we have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're entitled to your opinion.
Mostly.
Miami's got a solid defense, not as good as the Jets. So I think Aiden O'Connell will have a little more success this week, maybe. But it is on the road at the same time. It'll be hard to gauge.
I think
like I said, it's going to be a test to see where the team's really at against a good team.
Yeah, gut check.
I think Tyreek Hill is going to have a huge fucking day, and he's just going to be blasting off like a rocket. Jalen Waddle's going to end up with a touchdown. I think they're just going to run over your fucking safeties and corners. I don't know.
What's the spread right now? It's Miami by 13.5. So okay, it's veering in that direction. Of Nick.
13.5. Jesus.
Yeah, that's the spread right now. It'll go down to 12, of course, on Sunday as it always does. But yeah.
12.5.
Mm-hmm.
We will see.
No, we'll see.
As long as the Raiders cover, that's all I care.
Hey, I'm still looking good for Josh Jacobs not making his yard, so I'm okay with this.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, you know what? Whatever. Whatever. It's whatever. It's just football. It's not real life.
Yeah. No. Speaking of, I want to speak on that. I want to change our bet.
What? You can't change our bet.
No. Listen to me. Winner has to buy loser a bottle of Charles Woodson's whiskey.
Oh, okay.
It's preferred to winner's team. So if you win, I buy you the Packers bottle. If I win, you buy me the Raiders bottle.
Oh. Okay, wait. How many yards is Jacobs at?
Bourbon here.
No. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Because you're going to take away from what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about it later.
Okay, I'll look it up. I won't say anything.
I am looking it up. It's a $40 bottle, so it's not
No,
bad at
not
all.
the. I'm not talking about that. I'm looking
Oh,
at.
I know.
Good God, Joe. Are you at a different level? Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
do you agree? Do you agree?
oh yeah,
Kind of like that. I like that.
that's a good idea.
All right.
That's great.
You heard it here first, fellas.
First for the second time. No.
I had that epiphany the other day, and I was like, "Oh fuck, we should do that. That's perfect."
That's a good bet.
That's smart. And if we would have had producers, they probably would have said the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to ESPN to sponsor us.
This episode is brought to you by Toxic Masculinity. Please sponsor us. The only beer I drink is real beer. None of that Bud Light pussy shit.
Yeah, I'm more of a Coors Light guy myself. No.
I'm a Coors Banquet guy.
I'm
I like to do things big.
I'm on the Blue Dolphin kick right now.
Blue Dolphin? Is that what that's called? Michelob Ultras?
Mhm.
No.
Blue Dolphin. Okay, all right.
Interesting. Is that because they're skinny?
Agua.
95
It's
carbs.
agua.
Oh.
Blue Dolphin is water.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Salt water? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you put salt in it?
What are you, an animal? No.
Yeah, it's like a margarita. You rim it with salt.
Oh, yeah. That's actually okay. All right.
All right.
I mean, they're still mammals. I mean, all right. Anyways, National Football League, the conference. Excuse me. NFC. We got way off topic, and I'm like, backtracking here. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the NFC North. Packers suck, but Bears still suck worse. So that's all I give a shit about this year for me. Detroit Lions looking dangerous. Vikings, I don't understand. We're gonna talk about the whole Dobbs situation here in a second, but I just want to point out Lions are leading that division 7-2. That's amazing.
That's astounding.
They deserve it. I mean, they deserve it. Coaching has come a long way. They got the culture. You know, it's the culture. NFC South, we got the Saints leading the Buccaneers, the Falcons, and the Panthers. Once again, this is a hodgepodge. Excuse me. This is the equivalent to the AFC South. You know, it's like whatever. None of them are really that standoutish. Atlanta was supposed to be sneaky good, but they're slipping.
Yep.
NFC West, you got the Niners leading 6-3. I do want to ask you guys where your guys' faith lies with the Niners, because the Seahawks are 6-3 as well. So how do we feel about the NFC West?
The Niners are better. Okay, sorry. I was just gonna say the Niners are a better team than the Seahawks, so the Niners should win that division.
Take it from your divisional insider. Niners are winning the division. Geno Smith is 90% of a good quarterback. He has that 10% where he makes a dumb play every once in a while. That's a game-changing play, fumble, interception, mishandling of the game. And I think the Niners, the stretch they went through, that 3-game stretch, I think that was adversity they need to power through and ultimately prevail to go deep in the playoffs. Assuming everyone's health. Assuming everyone's health.
Yeah, their point differential is plus 109, and I like to look at stats. So 109 is Seattle's is -1. So if you put that in perspective too, they got the offense and the defense working for them compared to Seahawks.
I got another stat for you. The Niners are Kyle Shanahan is 2-23 when he doesn't have the lead going into the fourth quarter all time.
2-20. Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to tell the audience where you got that from, because if they watch football, they would understand.
They would know.
Watch football. If you guys don't watch every single game on YouTube, are you even a real fan? All right. And then
I have to work.
Unless you have to work. If you're not working, though, you don't have an excuse.
If you're not working, you should be watching us. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, well, watching football and us, I guess.
Yeah.
Both. And then last but not least, NFC East. I mean, it's probably one of the more dangerous divisions. I don't know who else you really compare, but Philadelphia Eagles at 8-1, which is they're 3-0 in the division, 6-0 in the conference, and 4-0 at home. That's insane. Their only loss was away. And then Dallas Cowboys at 6-3, which no one wants to give credit to the Cowboys because I know we all hate the Cowboys, but the Cowboys are a somewhat decent team.
Yeah, they look good. They look good. I hate to say it, they look good.
Uh, two
It's-
things. Number one, it's amazing the Eagles have that schedule or that record because coming into the season they had the strongest strength of schedule throughout the in National Football League. And then to Aaron's point, they're looking good. Dak Prescott's actually putting up good fucking numbers, and
Yeah,
all
he's
around they're
stepping
looking
up.
good. Mhm.
I think yeah, I think he has to. I think he's been paying attention. I'm curious all the time. How often do players pay attention to social media, like what people say about them and all that shit? You know, because like
I
that
had
some
that
of that stuff.
conversation last week too about it.
Yeah, it's got to be taxing. I can't imagine like someone
Yeah.
like at work, someone's talking shit about you. You're like, what fucker? Like,
Oh yeah,
fuck
yeah.
you, and it affects your performance. You're just like, yeah, fuck that guy. You're counting money. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I
Oh
mean,
shit.
I mean, they probably take a peek, but I think with how much hate there is out there on Twitter towards players and teams, I think they just learn to accept it and they're like, cool, whatever. You know,
Or they
I'm in
just
the
advise
NFL and you're not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that too. Yeah, fuck you. I'm making hella money. What are you doing?
hmm
Flipping burgers. You're flipping burgers. All right. Point differential for Dallas is 104, dude. That's crazy. So their offense is putting up and their defense is holding strong. All right. Let's keep moving, boys. I want to ask you. I'm gonna ask let's go with Joe first this time. Excuse me, hold on. Let's go with Joe first this time. Your early, way too early Super Bowl predictions. What two teams are you looking at right now if you had to pick?
I'm looking at the Philadelphia Eagles returning, and I'm gonna roll with the Bengals this time around. I think the Bengals.
Oh my God! What?
I think the Bengals overtake. I think the Bengals go to the Arrowhead Invitational and actually beat the Chiefs on the road in the AFC Championship game.
That is a bold ass statement.
I think so, man.
Bro.
I think though I understand they just lost this week to CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans, but I think Joe Burrow is the reincarnated form of Tom Brady for the league, and he's going to find a way to win that game. Every two, that initial Super Bowl run they had when they lost to the Los Angeles Rams, he did the same thing. That team found a way to persevere with a terrible offensive line. I think
Eagles, Bengals.
I think
okay, Bengals are last in the AFC North. That is fucking crazy that you said that. But the one thing I do like that you in that statement was that you said Joe Burrow is the reincarnation of or this season's Tom Brady. That's actually very deep because I respect the hell out of the Iceman. So
and I want to point out the New York Giants, the 2 times they won the Super Bowl against the Patriots, they were a wild card team.
I mean, anyone can win anything and anyone can lose anything. So
any given Sunday.
Yeah, any given Sunday. Win the Super Bowl and drive off. And
if not the Bengals,
she was supposed to buy a shorty Tyco with your money. She went to the doctor, got lipo with your money.
If not the Bengals, I think the Ravens would upset the Chiefs as well. I think the Ravens have a really good chance as well.
Well, you can only pick one. I mean,
I know. I'm just saying, just the backup in case So I'm trying not to pick. I'm trying to find reasons not to pick the Chiefs, and I think Joe Burrow is the kryptonite.
I like the Burrow. We're having a dance party. That's fun. That was actually fun. Dance party break. That's what we should do. And then Joe should just put some music in the background, like he's in crates.
Generic ass music because I'm gonna get copyright. I'm gonna get flagged.
I gotta get it.
We'll find it.
It's a whole other thing. All right. Anyways,
I would put Creed on, but I can't.
Can you take me higher?
Shout out to Kirk. One love, brother.
Shout out to Kirk, baby.
He'll quickly.
Kirk O'Bangs, baby.
He's the man, dude. All right. So Bengals, Philadelphia. Okay, that's a interesting hot take. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I like what you said.
Lukewarm take. It's a lukewarm take.
Let's shift over to my man, the Hammer over here. Hammer, what are you thinking you're gonna see?
Hi, boys. AFC. I'm gonna go Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs, but
Yeah.
God damn it, fucking, you can't deny that they're just good.
It's in the script, dude. Taylor Swift
Yeah,
is written into the script.
yeah,
You know they're
yeah.
going.
Right.
Taylor Swift's gonna be
Right.
the halftime performance.
Think about how big the Super Bowl is going to be when they're there because Taylor's there. Like
All the
it's,
Swifties.
Oh my god.
the viewership is going to be insane.
I don't want to think about that.
Me neither.
Yeah, me
really
three. Me
don't.
three. Me three.
But you know it's going to happen.
Side necessarily the underdogs anymore this year. I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions.
Oh!
I think.
What?
Speaking of script, you have a team that 2 years ago had a really bad losing record. They didn't make playoffs last year, but they still had a decent season. This year, right now, they're 7-2. The chemistry's there. They're firing on all cylinders. They're going all the way.
Aaron, can we just take baby steps with the Lions first? I mean, good Lord
fucking-
Almighty!
I love it.
You see them taking down the Lions? You see them taking down the Eagles or the Niners?
I love it. Hey, dude. Hey,
This is America, okay? You can do whatever you put
The
your
land of
heart to,
opportunity.
okay? And the Lions' heart is making it to the Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness,
I kind of love that. I mean, that's a deep hot take.
that's a hell of a take, right there. I mean, how are they beating the Eagles and Niners? That's what I want to know. How do they beat those teams?
4 points. You know how football works?
I mean,
Touchdowns and field goals and making sure that you get more points than your opposing team.
I mean, I see
He's
the Niners
right.
defense going through that line, no problem.
I'll give you credit for that because, well, here's the points for Detroit has 241 at this point, and Eagles have 252. That's a pretty tight window right there. That's a 11-point difference.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy for them, but I
hell
think
no.
they have it in them to pull off these close wins to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. That's I kind of like it. I mean, shit.
They have a good defensive line. They got a good receiving core. Jared Goff, when he's on, he's fucking on. Their secondary ain't bad either. I think they have their coaching have the key components to make it.
I just see the defense of the Eagles and the Niners overpowering that O line, containing Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Chase Young.
They have bad days too. I mean,
yeah, that's fair, but fuck, man,
it's day by day. I mean,
yeah,
it's not what anyone would expect. So the
No.
script writers probably did that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably legit.
That also too.
or even
No,
Dallas. If Detroit meets Dallas in the playoffs, I mean,
No one thought what's his face would cry last year. The head coach. I mean, head coaches don't cry.
oh, Dan
But he
Campbell.
did. Yeah, Campbell. Yeah, but he did.
The dude's passionate, and
He loves football.
those guys are willing to fucking just do
Play for him.
anything for that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's part of the script. It's part of the script.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if it came down to the Chiefs and the Lions, who would win?
That was the week 1
You see,
matchup. I forgot.
that's hard though.
Wow.
Even though the Chiefs are 7-2, they still have their off days.
Mhm.
They lost to the fucking Broncos when the Broncos were still bad, But it just, I think, healthy. I think the Chiefs would still win, but I think the Lions are going healthy and like if they're on point and all that
Mhm.
good stuff. Unfortunately, and I hate saying it because I fucking hate the Chiefs and I'm tired of seeing them win. But
I mean, the Lions did beat the Chiefs week 1. I like Joe
But
said,
that
they
was
played
without
better.
Kelsey, though.
That's true.
Yeah, that was without Kelsey, and he's written into the script now with Taylor Swift, but it still happened.
Yeah, right.
Well, Aaron, here's why the Chiefs would win if they do face the Lions in the Super Bowl. Where's the location of the Super Bowl this year? It's in Vegas. That's the rated. No, I'm just saying, like, the Chiefs
they
own.
fly out like 8 days before the fucking Super Bowl, and
Oh,
they
I'm just saying the Chiefs own the Raiders.
To,
That's what I'm saying. They've played in that venue numerous times.
Interesting.
Who you got, Nick?
someone through a Zoom meeting.
Man, I really don't. I don't know because you guys are both kind of shaking up my world, and I want to keep saying the Dolphins, but they're just something's wrong. Something's off. You know, something's
Not
off.
there yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're going to win that division in the playoffs. But
Yeah, but on the flip side, I can't see Baltimore going. I just don't believe in Baltimore. I just cannot get on board with their offense. Their defense is stout, but it's not going to win. I think I'd have to go with the Chiefs as well. Again, unfortunately, fucking Chiefs. And I don't want to say the Eagles, but out of all the options that I've been given, including the Lions, which was a very strong, solid point, if I had to pick anyone just to like be different from picking, the obvious, I would have to say the fucking Cowboys written into the script.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't say that because I think the Cowboys are good. And trust me, like they're not gonna go. They're not gonna make it. If anyone, it's actually the Niners that go. But we're talking script here. We're trying to flip everything on its head. Pick the unpredictable. Stephen A would be having a fit right now. I mean, Mike McCarthy got us to a Super Bowl when he was on our team. Why can't he do it with Dak?
And y'all were a wild card too.
And Dak's stepping up, yeah, and he's stepping up. So you never know.
Yeah, I mean,
Boy.
Cowboys are treading in the right direction right now. Hate to give them their flowers. I'm sure all of us do, but and like you said, Dak is finally playing up to being the $65 million man.
Here's what I think: if Tony Pollard can step up and make a better run game, that could open up the whole entire thing because their run game is not. Their run game's good. It's just not.
He's
Okay,
not a
let's open
bell back
up-
running back.
Yeah.
He's the Aaron Jones of that team. You know what I mean? He needs to be
Mhm.
sharing. He needs to be sharing handoffs with an AJ Dillon. A lot of people were saying that they should have gone for Derrick Henry from the Titans to be that guy, and then
That would have been fucking insane. I think. Yeah.
Yes, that would have been
All
huge.
right. I don't want to spend much time on my pick because it doesn't really mean shit. I think Kansas City, we can almost all agree on. They're fucking.
I said I was
dangerous
trying
as
to find reasons not to pick them. So yeah,
hell. Yeah.
I'm essentially on board with y'all too.
All right. Good old the criminal team of the century, the Browns. Obviously, just Deshaun Watson, as we all know. Oh God, excuse me. He's having a surgery. Thanks. Shoulder surgery. He's putting him out for the rest of the season. They're going with their third string, Thompson Robinson. It's goddamn.
I heard they're going to PJ Walker. I don't
No,
know.
no,
No,
they're
you're right.
going-
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, PJ is the second string, and they're skipping him, going to Thompson Robinson, who's a rookie. So he's a number 3 quarterback. Do you guys remember PJ Walker?
Yeah.
You remember? Well, he was a Panther, right? And that was his big.
Yeah.
Well, he started in the XFL.
Sorry.
That's right. That's right. This is a big claim to fame. Okay, so now that Deshaun's taken out of it, I mean, Cleveland has been stepping up and looking pretty decent, right? We haven't seen enough from the young gun. Do we think Cleveland's going to drop down to Cincinnati? I already know what you're going to say, Joe, because you kind of fucked up this whole segment by picking Cincinnati.
Let me break it down.
Okay, let's talk about this instead since you blew that segment up. What are the positives in the Browns offense right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Offensive line is steady. They have the Walker. They have receivers, Donovan People-Jones, Amari Cooper. Their tight end, I forget his name, Njoku. Solid tight end.
Yeah.
Offense, but the thing with the Browns is the offense isn't their identity; it's the defense and what Jim Schwartz has been able to do in Cleveland. And I think they have the number 1 defense in the NFL right now. If it's not the Niners or the Eagles.
Hey Joe,
But-
Peoples-Jones got traded to the Lions.
That's right, he did. I missed that.
DPJ.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
I totally missed that. That's crazy. They would trade him. What did they get for him? It's like a 3rd rounder, 4th
I
rounder?
don't know. I'm just correcting your
No, I appreciate that.
mistake there.
But thank you. It points out more their identity is the defense and not the offense. I think the Browns could be a playoff team, like a wild card team, but without Deshaun Watson, they're just completely lost. I mean, Deshaun Watson played as good as we play in 2 seasons against the Ravens last week. And, I just
Good
fully
news is
guaranteed
he's going to
money.
have plenty of people to massage him.
He's going to have
now that he's
plenty of
got an
people to
injury.
massage
True.
his shoulder. That's
True.
absolutely correct. I think the
He's got the
Browns,
masseuse suite in the
Mas-
hospital.
beautiful. Exactly. I think ultimately the Browns are going to collapse. Unfortunately, it was fun watching them play, but that's why I think the Bengals can take over. Maybe not win the division, but that's why I see them prevailing.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you wrote this question in here, so I'm only asking you because this is yours. I mean, Aaron, do you want to add anything to that?
They have a good defense. Let's see if they can carry them.
Can I add one more thing?
Defenses win championships.
Yeah.
Ironic that the Browns had Josh Dobbs on their team to start the season. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, that'll be something that we can watch. But you know what is also crazy right now, guys? If you're playing fantasy football, Dorian Thompson-Robinson is available, guaranteed.
Oh man. Okay, here we go.
Actually,
Which
my two quarterback league, I might need to pick him up this week.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh, okay. Oh well, let us know how it goes.
Everybody hoards quarterbacks in that league, so it's very slim pickings on the
A
waiver
2
wire.
QB league is fucking tough, man.
Aaron,
I mean,
is Will Levis available?
But that's the league I won 2 years
Levis.
in a row.
Oh fuck! Who were your quarterbacks last year? Do you remember?
Daniel Jones
And who? Joe, can you hear him?
Nah.
You cut out.
Cousins?
Oh,
There we
Kirk
go.
Cousins.
Kirk
You cut
Banks.
out. We're like, what?
Hey,
Yeah,
Kirk's a
Kirk-
hell of a fantasy quarterback.
He puts
dude.
up fucking points, dude.
He's a
Yeah.
fantasy
And Daniel
quarterback.
Jones had a good year last year.
That is
So-
true. Last year was
Yeah.
Daniel Jones' fantasy breakout. Well,
Mhm.
I guess peak. He re-peaked at
Yeah,
it.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I do want to touch on one thing here. The offensive leading quarterback with the most passing yards right now to date is Sam Howell.
No shit. Out of Washington?
Sorry,
Wow.
Aaron. Sorry. I think I just read something.
Oh,
yeah.
It's okay.
2,783. I know that
That's crazy,
because
man.
Shit. Yeah.
I know that because I have him in one of my leagues, and I always just bench him. Like I'm never like, he's gonna do anything. And he just keeps throwing.
And he's just balling out of control.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, he's not like putting up major points, but he does have the most
No.
passing yards. Yeah.
That's insane.
It's been a good, pretty decent rookie quarterback class. Like there's been a couple hits and a couple misses, but
Actually, you know what? That'll pull us right into, I think, hammering the stats.
I like it.
Won't it?
oh, there you go.
Ding, 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 ding. Aaron, what you got for us, baby? Hammer those stats.
Well, once again, good evening, boys.
Oi, Captain.
This week to week, I think we've only missed 1 week where I've done the segment, and I've either done a trivia question for you boys, or I've done a past stat, or a record that's being held. I was
Okay.
thinking the other day, I want to do something that's current. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 major offensive positions, and let's see who the yardage leaders are for them. So I'm going to break down the top 5 running back yardage leaders, wide receiver yardage leaders, and the quarterback yardage leaders. Side note, I think we should start telling each other what our stats are going to be before we start filming.
I think we figured out one of them.
Yeah, right.
I like this. I
Get
like
into
this.
this, boys. All right, so right now, week 11, right? Yeah, week 11. Here are the top 5 leading rushers NFL right now. So right now, at number 5, we have Zach Moss with the Indianapolis Colts. Stopped at that Indy with 617 yards.
Surprising.
Number 4 have Jaguars running back Travis Etienne with 618 yards.
I like it.
He's growing, man.
I like him. Yeah.
Number 3, Nick, hold on to your butt cheeks. We have the Las Vegas Raiders running back Josh Jacobs with 622 yards.
Let me interrupt you real quick. Think about it. It's taken him 10 weeks to get 622 yards.
10 weeks and a bad coach for most of the time.
No, shut up.
Now, Antonio Pierce is letting Josh Jacobs pick his runs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we'll see how far that goes.
Aaron, are these total yards
we'll see.
are these total yards or just
Yeah.
rushing yards? Oh, total. Okay, cool.
No,
Rushing.
those are
sorry,
rushing.
Sorry, rushing yards.
Oh, rushing.
Yeah.
All right,
Rushing yards. Yeah, I'm not doing total yards. I'm doing rushing yards. Number 2, Titans running back Derrick Henry with 625 yards.
cool. Really?
Surprising.
Number 1,
Wow. Okay.
Yep. 1, San Francisco 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey with
Shocker.
747 yards.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. All right.
Seriously.
Now we're going to move on to the top 5 wide receivers, yardage wise.
Okay.
At number 5, we have Buffalo Bills Stephon Diggs with 868 yards. Number 4, we have the Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver Keenan Allen at 895 yards.
Yeah.
Number 3, we have the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb with 975 yards.
Finally coming on.
Number 2, Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver AJ Brown,
Dog.
1,005 receiving yards. And number 1,
Tyreek Hill, huh?
Tyreek, right?
Tyreek Hill,
Yeah,
Miami
Tyreek.
Dolphins, 1,076 yards.
That's right.
All right.
Nick's favorite player in the league.
Yeah. Good job, boys. I'm really proud of you on that one.
He's had like 3 weeks in my fantasy leagues because I have him like 3 teams where he's gotten like 40 plus fucking points, dude. Like it's insane.
Fuck.
Like
It's yeah.
I draft that guy
crazy.
first every time. Anyways, sorry, Eric, keep going.
That's right.
A lot of screen passes too. So it's like he's getting these.
He's so
fucking
fast.
yardages.
He's-
It's the yak.
Yeah.
It's the yak.
Yeah.
Those yak
He
yards.
just goes.
Oh God. Hold on. Before I die, let me get this out. All right. Moving on to the quarterback.
Remember, last week Aaron almost got fired because he was sick, and we don't accept that as an excuse.
We don't offer sick time.
So much. Oh God damn it. Okay, quarterbacks, top 5 yardage leaders passing. We have a number 5, Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff with 2,507 yards.
All right.
Number 4, league in turnovers. Number 4th, Bills quarterback Josh Allen,
Josh
with
Allen.
2,600 passing yards.
Exactly
Number
26.
Yeah.
Huh.
That
weird.
never happens.
That's
I
weird.
know, right? Yeah. Number 3, Miami Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, no surprise there, right?
Tagovailoa, woo, woo, woo.
Half of those yards are from Tyreek Hill. For
Yeah,
rookie.
seriously.
know,
It's
right?
yards after the catch.
Yeah. With 2,609 yards. Number 2, Texans rookie quarterback CJ Stroud.
Let's go.
Rookie of the year.
2,626 yards.
Rookie of the
Ballin'.
year.
Number 1,
Oh, I know. Sam Howell.
Nick read the
how many yards
script.
he has?
He has what? Sorry, Aaron, you keep cutting out. 2,000 what?
Do you know how many yards he has?
How many did CJ Stroud have? 2,600. What?
2,626.
2,626.
2,726. I'll just tack on 100.
Not bad. That wasn't a bad guess. It's
Couple of-
2,783.
Okay.
Couple
Damn.
surprises on both those
It's
lists.
kind of crazy. The 2 yardage leaders in passing are rookies.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Well, Sam Howell, first time starter. He's not a rookie though.
Yeah,
He-
but
he-
it's
Yeah, first year starter though.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It counts as a rookie in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
let's
Just
be
like Jordan
honest.
Love.
First year starting, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Love's definitely a rookie.
Yeah.
Obviously. Fuck, that's
And
crazy.
that
Good
is-
job.
Yep. This week's hammering the stats.
Hammering the stats. I like
Yeah,
it.
definitely
I
some
like it.
surprises, man. Derrick Henry was a surprise
Huh.
for sure.
That's there's a lot of weird things. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you don't think about
Crazy.
it, yeah, and you don't think about it, and then you hear it, like Josh Allen, 2,600 yards, exactly. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still
5
his
and
team still
5.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, he's leading the league in turnovers right now. Honestly, bet aside, Raider fan bias aside, I was surprised to see Josh Jacobs number 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
I when I looked, because I saw it pop up after the New York game on Monday night or Sunday night. I was like, oh shit! I did not realize that he's actually third in yardages right now.
mm-hmm.
Because he shouldn't be. The fact that he's ahead of Kenneth Walker is insane because Kenneth Walker's like
He runs out of control. He runs all
yeah,
over the
he's
place.
solid.
Zach
Even
Moss was
DeAndre
actually surprised too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I think
huge.
DeAndre Swift's like 7 or something right now. But
He's- He's more of a complimentary piece to the Eagles, not the focus of.
I know, but he's still he's still a mean.
Oh, he's
runner.
great,
And
yeah.
of course. I mean, you don't need to run when you got Jalen Hurts just running anyways, like 50 yards a game.
Yeah, no question on that. I think also another surprise was maybe Patrick Mahomes not being in the passing yards leader, just because they're so pass reliant on him.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Tua makes sense because it's all that yak yards that fucking Waddle and Tyreek get. I gets credit to him.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's interesting.
I love Tyreek Hill.
You know,
Future
it's just
reference. Every year, guys, in our fantasy league that we all play in, the one that we all play in,
pick a number one, right?
I'm
Tyreek?
gonna draft him like instantly.
I don't know
Boom,
how.
done.
Done.
Get-
Boom.
I hope next year like I'm 7 and you're 8, or like 5 and
Fuck you.
5 or 6. Like
Well, I think
now,
next
swear to
now
year-
God.
now that you pointed that out, I'm out to fucking get Tyreek Hill.
Dude, no,
Well,
fuck
Aaron, I
that.
think-
I was
I
just
think-
kidding. He sucks. No.
Well, Aaron, I think the thing is Tyreek's probably gonna be number one next year in most people's draft boards, outside of Christian McCaffrey.
I don't know
mean-
how he wasn't this year.
I
mean,
agree with you. I don't know
it's
how.
insane.
Justin
It's
Jefferson.
That makes
Justin
sense, but
Jefferson.
I mean, Tyreek should probably be
Yeah.
the second or third person off the board.
I
Right?
don't know for certain, but I can almost guarantee you Tyreek's stats were exponentially better than Jefferson's last year. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. The stupid
see.
the stupid fucking like predictions are always wrong. Everybody knows it. So everybody's like going off these stupid things. Oh yeah, this is what they're supposed to do. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. And I'm supposed to be a millionaire by now, but I'm not. Fuck you. Anyways. That's Nick's rant for the day. Yeah.
Good lord.
All right. Buffalo Bills downfall.
half-hour episode, huh?
Jesus Christ, Joe. You did this. All right, let's run through these next segments. All right. Josh Allen says Ken Dorsey would have a job if the Bills played better. True or false?
That's true because Brian Dable got the best out of Josh Allen, and they're thinking, they're better off without him at Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey should not have been fired for 12 men on the field because he makes that fucking decision. No, he was a scapegoat fail. They're just looking for a way to get him out of the building. Sean McDermott's time it's coming to a close here, fellas.
True. All right. Aaron, you agree? Yeah.
He's not the one throwing picks out there.
That's valid as well. I mean, Josh Allen looked like shit like watching him play. Again, he has hot days and cold days, and his cold days outweighs hot days, in my opinion. Like it just looks worse.
And to be fair, we got to take the good with the bad. When Josh Allen wins the game with throwing 400 yards, throws 2 touchdowns and 2 picks, everyone looks over those picks. But if you're to lose that game, everyone's looking at those picks. So you got to take the good with the bad.
That's a very good point. I love it. Speaking of points, Joe, don't you have a point about your fact entirely? Brought to you by
entirely.
Peruvian Baby Yoda.
I do have a
Listening
fact
show.
entirely. Thanks for skipping over my Josh Dobbs take entirely, but we'll talk about that on the show. Wait, we just did.
Let's talk about it next week.
Talk about it right. Talk about it right now. Just run through it.
No,
and
we're
put it into
good.
your
No
facts
worries.
entirely.
Well,
Josh Dobbs is He reminds me of Dobie. His name's Dobbs, and he looks like
I know.
Dobie.
I was kind of thinking that same
Oh,
thing.
And he's
Dobie!
also-
Oh.
He's killing it on TikTok too.
Is he really? I gotta take a look at
Oh
it.
yeah.
Okay, I gotta
Oh
take a
yeah.
look at
It's
that.
great. He's got some good stuff.
Okay.
It comes
Oh,
up on
I
my
gotta
For
see
You
it.
page all the time. Yeah.
I just saw the Cardinals jersey thing. That's all I've seen from him, but I'll take a look for sure. Facts entirely this week brought to you by no one because we were still waiting on a sponsor. Oh wait, Toxin Masculinity. Thank you, brother.
Toxic.
Forgot about that.
Always has your back.
Toxin.
There's been a lot. Always has your
Never
back.
your friend.
Yeah, that's true. There's been a lot of talk around CJ Stroud and how he's just balling out of control. Houston Texans aren't supposed to be competing for the division. Oh my goodness, what is going on in Houston? Nick, you covered it earlier. Offensive rookie of the year. I mean, Puka Nakua might have something to say. I'm just kidding. That's no.
Yeah, right.
The space has been created. No questions asked.
Yeah.
It's had people talking. Can CJ Stroud win possibly the MVP of the league? Usually years before the MVP award goes to the best quarterback on the best team, i.e., last year with Jalen Hurts. Numerous times with Tom Brady, I'm sure. Peyton Manning. List goes so on and so forth, and it goes along with the Super Bowl MVP too. It's like 99% of the time it's a quarterback trophy. But it made me wonder, like, CJ Stroud is the best player on the Texans, and he is what's holding that team together and propelling them to wins here. So it made me wonder, when was the last time an NFL rookie won the MVP award? Fortunately for you guys, you have special teams on your team. And he knows the answer, baby.
Okay.
The last MVP.
He's like, where is it? I forgot.
Oh, wait, which tab is it? Fuck. No. The last rookie to win NFL MVP goes back to 1957. Good old Jim Brown of the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Won
Okay.
won the NFL MVP as well as being a rookie at the same time. Tell me when you think the next, let alone a rookie winning the MVP. Tell me when you think the next time a running back's going to win the season MVP, the league MVP. You know what I mean? I don't see that happening probably ever again, to be honest with you, unless you have someone that's way better than Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, it seems impossible.
It is impossible to stay in the running back position in the league right now. Shit.
Yeah, especially with that. Yeah.
Unless you have
I feel
Taysom
like
Hill
they-
playing running
they-
back and playing tight
I
end and
feel like
quarterback
they'd
at the same
have
time.
to have, over 1,000 rushing and receiving type.
Okay.
With like a fucking skyrocketed amount of touchdowns too.
I mean, with the games that have been added, I mean, back then they're only playing 12 to 13 games. Now we got 17 games now. So the room of opportunities there for sure, Aaron. I agree with you on that, but I still think it's a long stretch for sure. But there's your facts entirely. I mean, you could make a case for Tyreek Hill being MVP. I heard someone make a case for Myles Garrett being MVP of this year.
No, that ain't written.
A defensive player. Well, the last defensive player that should have won MVP was Aaron Donald 3 years
Shut
ago.
up!
But we're not
Oh
gonna.
my
That's
God.
neither here or there, though. I guess.
I knew exactly what you were gonna say before you said it.
Let me ask you something. That little intro to the segment of how he set that up kind of sounds familiar. It almost sounded like a hammering the stat kind of segment. He's trying to get us to do some trivia and shit. Where'd you learn that, Joe? Fucking right, taking right
My
my
speaking-
coattails off this show.
My speaking style
Damn!
adapts. All right, I'm just gonna leave
You've
it
been
there.
called out. No. Hey, Aaron, I'm surprised he doesn't own a pair of Dr. Disrespect headphones because he just copies him all the time anyway. So he is a copycat.
Do you see a
We
mullet?
get it.
Do you see the mustache? Do you see the pit vipers on? No, the poisonous Ethiopian
Yeah, but
caterpillar.
Okay.
Now that we put that idea in your head,
Also, look at the fucking chair you're sitting on.
It's just a red chair. Red black go well together.
Dr. Disrespect.
Red and black go together well.
That's the Walmart version. We all know, dude. You don't have to lie. You ain't gotta lie.
It's actually the Big Lots version, but neither here nor there.
Jesus. Great job, Joe. Great job. Great job. All
you
right.
did a
Solid
great
work.
job, Joe. IDK, what we would do without you.
Let's wrap this fucking thing up. Shark Chomp bet of the week. I've been on a minor cold streak. I ain't gonna lie, it's been tough. It's been rough out here, man. I'm still playing with the house's money though, so I haven't lost too much. But I'm gonna do my Shark Chomp $10 bet. All right, total payout's gonna be $79.55 when this motherfucker hits. All right, I'm picking Jacksonville over Tennessee. I feel like that's a no-brainer. Although the Hammer just brought it to my attention that Derrick Henry's actually doing pretty good on the run game, which kind of makes me a little nervous. But I'm going to take Jacksonville over Tennessee. I'm going to take the Chargers over the Packers. See, I don't bet with my heart, okay?
I have that game on upset alert, actually.
Okay, no. Oh, fuck you. Don't even say that. Dolphins over the Raiders, which would be, sorry, Aaron.
I'll allow it.
Taking Dallas over Carolina, which also feels like it should be obvious. Houston over Arizona, which actually I think Arizona's favored in that game though, somehow. I could be wrong, but check the stats. And then oh, is that why? Okay. Even better. So that'd be an upset for me.
Houston's a favorite by 5. They're at home.
Okay. Oh, well, whatever. And then the Steelers over Cleveland. I'm gonna pick the Steelers to upset Cleveland, obviously, because all their stuff going on. But
it should have a good payout.
Yeah, that's right, baby. $10 bet. I hope $79.55.
Quick extra hammering to stats here, Aaron. The Steelers have a positive record while being outgained in yardage every game this season, which is insane. This has never been done in the history of NFL. I'll take you. Nick, I'll take you on that bet for sure. But that's
what else
crazy.
has never been done in the history of the NFL? A yellow card. Like in soccer?
Yeah. Or a red flag.
What about a red card?
Red card, there you go.
red
There's
card.
two things. There's 2 things that haven't been done.
Same color, different objects.
There we go.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Card and flag. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Good point.
All right. Aaron, did you have something else you wanted to say? Or are you good?
I have a little bit of a self-promotion for our 4 viewers. As you guys know, I am currently residing in 2 bands. I play bass in Nero Butcher, and I play guitar in Fear the Worst. Tomorrow, Butcher will be releasing a single on YouTube. I will be sharing it all over the place. Go like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube page or Facebook page, all that. And then this Saturday, I am promoting a show that Fear the Worst and Nero Butcher will be playing at. First time Nero Butcher has been on stage in over 5 years after releasing a single. So if all 4 of you that watch or have nothing to do Saturday night, come out to the game room and watch us play.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I like it.
That's the ride.
That's metal as hell, bro.
Metal, bro.
Good job.
Metal. No.
Congrats.
Thank
That's
you.
Exciting stuff.
Thank you. No, I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked for the Nero Butcher single tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, we had a buddy who recorded it, or we did the instrumental recording ourselves, sent it to him. He had RJ come in, do vocals, he mixed, mastered it. It sounds fucking great.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's heavy. It's good.
The first teaser you did sounded really good. That was the only one I heard.
Yeah.
When are you gonna do that with Fear the Worst stuff? Shit.
Shit.
There's a lot going on with Fear the Worst right now. We'll see.
Oh no, they're breaking up.
Oh, yep.
No.
They're having internal band meeting, like a team meeting, you know.
You're not handing me the ball enough. God damn it.
It's all good. We've got to make time. There's 6 of us in that band, so it's hard for all of us to get together.
Mm.
6, that's the number of the devil.
Oh, baby. Yeah, that's fair.
That's real metal. No.
Mhm.
All right. Well, great. Go check it out, guys. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and listen to that shit on Aaron's. What is it on? Podcast? No.
No, I'll throw up the link on my personal Instagram and then my Facebook page.
Oh.
I like it.
Facebook page is also meant to.
What else is on your Instagram? OnlyFans?
The
No,
link to it, at least.
only
The OF link?
only mans.
Oh.
Sir,
Well,
I
just
think
like
that's
it-
called grinder.
Just like a hairy butthole. Okay. All right. Anyways,
Oh, God.
thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tune in every week for the latest hot takes, hard pressing conversations, and opinions mostly. Love you. Until next time. Adios, amigos, amigas, peoples.